Hi everybody! When you watch this video, it means that you're going to learn simple present tense. This video covers what is simple present tense, the characteristics of simple present tense, and the most important thing is how could you apply simple present tense correctly? So what is simple present tense? Simple present tense is a kind of tense, and tense tell us what time an action has happened. So to understand how to use simple present tense correctly, we have to understand the very basic thing is what time an action has happened. So we have to use simple present tense. Where is the verb in a sentence? And ordinary verbs such as eat, dance, jump, and sleep. And you can find all these easily from a sentence. Okay, after identify verb, we are going to the second issue. The second issue is what time an action is finished. So we have to use simple present tense. To do that, we have to employ a timeline. Okay, the left hand side is the past, the right hand side is the future, and at the middle is the time of now. And so if a present tense is using, the action must happen somewhere around the time of now. That means somewhere here, a little bit behind the time of now or a little bit further than the time of now. We'll be using simple present tense. Okay, after we understand what is simple present tense, the next step is to identify what is a verb in a sentence. Okay, and there are 5 sentences here, and we have to understand that where is the subject. The subject of the first sentence is the dog, and the second sentence I, the third sentence also I, and the fourth sentence is Susan, and the last sentence also I. Okay, the next step is to find out what is the action verb. Now, most of the action verb will follow the subject, and that's the reason we have to find it out the subject first. Now, for the first sentence, the subject dog, what action does it do? It barks. And the second one is the subject I clean something. And the third one is also I, but this time is flow. And the fourth one, Susan mops. And the final one is I always. Is always a verb? Obviously it's not, because always is telling the frequency of the action. We will discuss this later in other videos. Instead, the verb is pay. So these 5 sentences help us to identify where is the action verb in a sentence. After we understand what is simple present tense and able to identify a verb in a sentence, the next thing is to understand what are the characteristics of simple present tense.